Hello, and welcome to Breathwork Bestie, the podcast that makes breathwork accessible. My name is Chrystal Rose. I'm a transformation coach and breathwork facilitator, and I am your host on this beautiful journey through breathwork. If you are new here or new to breathwork in general, I highly recommend you go back to our very first episode to get yourself feeling comfortable. If you've been with us before, welcome back. Now let's get started. Hello there, my love. My name is Chrystal Rose, and today I will be your breathwork bestie. Some of us really struggle with self-judgment, and self-judgment isn't always in this big, mean voice, right? Like negative self-talk, it's not always so obvious. Sometimes it's very, very sneaky. Sometimes self-judgment comes in the form of shoulds. I should do this. I shouldn't have done that. Should, right? As I've heard someone say, there's a quote that says, when you should all over yourself. So just keeping that in mind, just noticing when you tell yourself maybe you shouldn't feel a certain way or you don't allow what's here to be here, that is self-judgment. Feeling like who you are and what you do isn't good enough, self-judgment. And of course, the negative self-talk and that judgy voice, that is very obvious, right? So it can be sneaky and it can be obvious. So today I just wanted to give you a way to maybe breathe into that self-judgment, give you another perspective of looking at it and being with it. What you've probably come to realize through doing these sessions with me, and if you're new to this, then you will come to realize this. If you've ever worked with me as a client, or even through these sessions, like I said, you will notice that we're not trying to get rid of things. So while self-judgment can seem like a very negative feeling, a negative situation creates negative feelings, right? We don't feel very good about ourselves when we have a negative self-talk or self-judgment. We don't try to get rid of it. We don't try to shove it away. We don't try to put a Band-Aid on it. We don't try to cope. What we try to do is to be with it, to sit with it, to listen to it, to love it. If you had a friend saying horrible things about themselves, being mean to themselves, judging themselves, would you try to get rid of that friend? Or would you sit with them and listen to them and be with them and love them? Right? This is the same thing, only it's a part of your consciousness. These thoughts are not you. They are not who you are. They're a part of you. And likely they stem from some wounding, the voices of someone else that you've internalized over time. It now sounds like you, right? But this is not your natural state. This is not who you are. You are not a self-judgmental person. But over time, you have created this voice of judgment. And most of us have, right? Whether it be from teachers or society as a whole, our parents, wherever it may come from, even listening to someone judge themselves out loud, you might have internalized it for your own. So this likely doesn't even belong to you. So as we breathe today, the goal and the focus is not to get rid of, but to be with and to affirm what is actually true. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and get comfortable, and we're just going to do a continual conscious breath and move into that halo active breath. So we're going to start off with a nice easy inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And then when I cue you, we're going to move into more of that halo active breath. Okay? So getting comfortable, whether you want to be seated or lying down. This is going to be a short one. That's it. I'm just going to invite you to close down those eyes and take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, letting those shoulders drop. Perfect. And just continually, consciously breathing just in through the nose and out through the mouth, bringing that awareness to your breath. Allowing your jaw to loosen up, maybe unclench if you're clenching. And just imagine all of the energy that might live in your head. Imagine it's all moving down, down, down as you sink deeper and deeper into your body. That's it. Just allowing yourself to maybe find a place of calm as you settle in to your body. And if you're not completely calm, that's okay. Releasing the mind, releasing the thoughts, and just being here. Keeping your awareness on your breath, on my voice. Just like that. That's it. And now moving into that halo active breath, that forceful inhale through the nose, forceful exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Keep that going. Keep that circulating. Just imagine it coming in through your nose, circulating through your whole entire body, like cyclical, and then coming back out your mouth. That's it. Again, keep going. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And inviting you to invite in that self-judgment as you breathe, noticing where in your body you can feel it. Is it in your chest? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your throat? Just noticing, where is the self-judgment? Where does it live? When I bring it into my body, what's the last thing I judged myself for? What is that negative self-talk? That's it. And just noticing where you can feel it as you breathe, just gently leaning into it. Oh, okay, it's here. That's it. And if you can't feel it in your body, that's okay. I'm just inviting you to bring in that self-judgment. Bring it into your mind, wherever, so that we can work with it. Perfect. Now just paying attention to what this voice is saying to you. Is it saying you're not good enough? Is it saying you should do this or you shouldn't do that? Just noticing what it's saying without identifying it with it, without you shouldn't do this and oh gosh, I shouldn't do this, right? Rather than taking it in and taking it on, as you breathe, keep that breath going. Rather than taking it on, just noticing it. What is it saying to you? What are the words it's using to say to you? That's it. Just noticing. We're just noticing it here. We're observing and we're not taking it to heart. We're not going to take it personally. Just, oh, okay. That's it. And now maybe putting a younger face on this voice, a younger face of you, maybe of a child, maybe you a few years ago. It's an age that you can feel compassion for. And just bring that image in your mind of you, younger, saying these words. And now just imagine you're listening. As you breathe, imagine you're listening to these words coming from this younger version of you. How does that shift how you feel about those words of self-judgment? Does it make you sad? That's it. Just noticing what's coming through. What are your feelings as you see this younger version of you speaking judgment about themselves? That's it. And now looking at this version of you and just asking them, how can I love you more? Right? How can I love you more? And just notice what comes through. Maybe they tell you. Maybe it's a feeling you get. Maybe it just pops in intuitively. How can I love you more? What do they say? What's the response? We don't have to try to think about it. We don't have to think. It should just come through. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Sit there and hold space and just love that part of you. Love that part of you that's judging itself. And keep breathing. And if it has come through, if there's an answer, how can I love you more? And there's an answer. Maybe it's this part of you needs more comfort. Maybe it needs protection. Maybe it needs love. Maybe it needs a hug. And so just in your mind, as you breathe, imagine yourself giving this to that version of you. Whether it be a hug, whether just be sit there and listen. Maybe they want to talk your ear off and just sit there and listen. Whatever it is, just be there. Love them more. That's it. I'm going to give you some time to be with this part of yourself and give it what it needs. Love it. Beautiful. That's it. And just tuning back in, letting that version of you fade out, and tuning back in to the last thing you judged yourself for, to that judgment, and just notice, is it maybe a little weaker this time? Is it maybe less judgy? Has it gone away completely? Just notice here. That's it. You are not bad or wrong for self-judgment, but you don't need to carry it. It's not yours to carry. That's it. Moving back into that continual conscious breath. So we are in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. And keep that going, keeping your awareness on your breath. Inviting you to place your hands on your heart right now and just have a moment to connect with yourself. Just breathing in through your heart. Imagine that your heart has nostrils. And that the air going in is going straight into your heart and straight out. That's it. Breathing in love. Breathing out self-judgment. Breathing in love. Breathing out self-judgment. Perfect. Continue that breathing in through the heart, out through the heart, in through the heart, out through the heart. And you can make it as long and as deep or short and shallow as you'd like, but nice and deep is what I would say to do here. That's it. And we're going to take just one more nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Find your yourself slowly coming back to your body, back to the room, back to the space. Ever so gently fluttering open your eyes. And you are back here now, wide awake. That's it. I just invite you to reflect on this experience. If you're a journaler, write it down. If you want to pop into my DMs and share it with me, I'd love that. Whatever feels good for you. I hope that you enjoyed this session. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for listening to Breathwork Bestie. I hope you enjoyed your meditation. If you could take a moment to screenshot this episode and share it on social media and tag me at Chrystal Rose, I would appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed a specific Breathwork Bestie, you can find all of the information about them in their episode details. If you're interested in learning more about breathwork or how to work with me, then go to crystalrose.com or breathworkbestie.com.